face with some of the Hollywood Beauty tea tree oil. And I've lathered up the brush and before I do that though, I'm going to go ahead and take this little puck of soap. I'm going to wet it and do like I saw someone else do. And I also put some of it on my face like this, just in case I didn't lather the brush as well as I should have. Dry that on Mr. Towel down here. And then I'm going to reach over here. As you will see, I've already lathered the brush that comes with the kit in the Captain's Choice shaving bowl. And the brush is kind of stiff. It's got a lot of backbone, but it's a very stiff brush. I believe it's a boar brush. Let's see if this, what is called facial soap, works as shaving soap, because they do have other shaving soaps available separately. Oh, that's lathering nicely. I've seen other reviewers lather this both ways, just using a brush on it, maybe shaving a little bit off the puck and putting it in a bowl or something, and lathering from running the little puck over their faces. Let's see how it goes here. I'll get shaving here, and I hope you're all doing well out there. Hope it's been a good week for you. Let me wet the razor. And we'll start with pass number 1. That'll be with the grain. Incidentally, in this razor, on its first use, will be a Personna Lab Blue blade. So we'll get this going here. Rather a heavy-handled brush. And I'm using a Personna Lab Blue blade because that's kind of my go-to blade. If I'm in doubt, I'll use one of those. About just under 2 days worth of growth on my face here. Letting the weight of the razor do most of the work here. This is my first time using this, this razor, the brush, or the soap. First time using anything from this kit. And move on over here to the other side. Yes, I am a virgin when it comes to this shaving kit and these products. First of all, thanks to Naked Armor Shaving Company for one of their representatives contacted me on Instagram and asked to send me one of these kits. Said that he liked looking at my shaves of the day on Instagram, that those were very nice. And they did not have any heavy-handed things to say to me about what I should or shouldn't say if I did a review. They asked me to do a review and or a shave of the day with these. I will do both. So I will give you my honest opinion on these. But first, let me rinse the razor. It's called a sandalwood kit because the wood on the handles of the brush and the razor is sandalwood, and with the blade on there, that's a bit offset right now. With the blade in the razor, it says Naked Armor. When the blade's not in there, that says it exactly right across there like that. I don't know if that's a big deal to anyone. And one thing I like and one thing I don't like about this razor right off the bat here, very, very minor complaint, and I don't think this will affect my shave at all, but the cap is just the tiniest little bit, and I mean less than a millimeter offset on the blade, so that on one side, and it's kind of hard to tell now with the blade in there, but it's just a little bit offset. I don't think that will affect the shave. The blade alignment looks okay, maybe not perfect, but good enough for my principles. You can get a look at that and see what you think, to the extent that you can see it on camera. That doesn't seem to be affecting my shave at all. It seems, again, not perfect, but good enough. And that little thing about the cap being just a little offset end for end, and I mean by less than a millimeter, again, for me, is not going to affect the shave. But some people are sticklers about things like that out there and would consider that a tool and die problem. Now, I don't know, did I say the thing I like? I like the heavy handle. I like, it just feels good in the hand for me. If you like a razor with a heavier handle, and the balance point, if I can get it balanced, I'm a little bit of a klutz. I don't want to drop it, but, well, the balance point is about there. If you can see, I can't quite get it correctly because it's rolling on me, but balance point of about right there. Kind of heavy handle. Flipping her over to do the above the lip. And ultimately, I don't know what will be the best blade for me to use in this razor, but I am using a blade which I often use, the Personna Lab Blue, as I already stated. Okay, gonna rinse the razor again. Good grip on the handle. Now it looks like there may have been a couple of short hairs that came out of the brush, but again, new brushes often do that. Only time will tell how good that brush is about retaining its hair. I've only ever had one brush in my life that did not retain its hair, and that came out of a different kit that I bought somewhere. And it's a nice brush. It has a lovely handle. That brush I want to get reknotted. That's another story that has little or nothing to do with this kit here. This kit normally costs $99.95 according to their website. That's in US dollars and cents. So with any applicable taxes or postage, that would be, probably just under $110, or right around there, depending on where you are having this mailed. But I got this free thanks to the company there, Naked Armor. I keep wanting to call it different things like Naked Armory or Shave Armor, but it's Naked Armor. And now I'm going to pop out and rinse the razor, pop back in freshly leathered for that second pass across the grain. Maybe not a starter razor, but maybe the kind of razor that after you'd had a starter razor for a while, you might be interested in buying. I'm noticing the least little bit of aggression here. And maybe it's because maybe I have a tendency still to be too heavy-handed. It is a heavy-handled razor. I'm trying to take it easy though. Over to this side of the face. If I have any weepers, they would only be ones I reopened from the other day. I have something over here, but that was there earlier today. Before I ever even started getting ready to shave. Right now, the jury is still out for me on this razor, even though I'm the one using it. I can't say I hate it, and I can't say I'm a huge fan of it either. I have the feeling that it may take me several shaves to get used to this razor because it's new to me. But still, so far, with this blade, no weepers, no bleeders, no nicks or cuts. Turn the razor over again to the other side. I do think I'm still getting, or I feel like I'm getting some little hairs that came out of that brush. But like I said, it is a new brush. I don't want to bite the hand that feeds me, so to speak. Or at least in this instance, the company gave me this kit. While at the same time, for both your benefit and theirs, if there's anything wrong, I want to let them know. I usually don't review things per se, and I'm usually not a complaining sort of person. Whereas you might have someone like I am CBD that is much more of a stickler on things, I think, and who has been praised by some people for telling it like it is. I want to be truly fair and balanced here. Excuse me. I'll use my non-dominant hand for this side of my neck down here, just on this pass. Because I feel like it makes it easier to get this jaw line here, that way, on that side of my neck. Or at least it has been in other shaves with other razors. It doesn't work always in every shave, but sometimes it's been kind of a lifesaver, so to speak. Yeah, you really don't have to push hard with this razor. The handle is heavy enough, it will do a lot of the work. And even though it's a wooden handle and not a knurled handle, so far I'm not having any trouble with grip. Switching hands, switching sides of the blade, and switching sides of the neck here to finish the across the grain pass. Just checking the time here, doing all right. I was a little concerned about time because there were extra things I felt like I would have to do in this shave. Extra things to talk about regarding the shave itself. No time to fool around, which is not to say that I think I've gone Hollywood or big business or think that I'm suddenly so successful here that I can't be my fun old self. But also trying to do the right thing here. Okay, that's pass number 2. I'll come back to you for pass number that many, 3, and then we will go against the grain. word about the soap here. It's a very hard soap. I may have shaved quite a bit off of it there, off the edge of it. But like I had showed you, you could also lather like this as if you were using a soap stick. I tend to use a cheese grater with harder soaps. That's just the way I usually do it. And then a light scent. To me, it smells citrusy. To one person, it smelled like beer, kind of, and to another person, it smelled like sandalwood. Even though that person knew that this was called the sandalwood kit because this is sandalwood, I am told, that is used on the handles of the brush and the razor. So I'll set that aside. Again, we'll begin pass number 3 against the grain. This time I will begin on the neck. There are other soaps and other razors available from this company. They mostly specialize in different straight razors. They do have a cartridge razor that comes in a similar kit to this. Most or all of their straight razors, the box those come in is a some kind of wooden box. And I think you might get a couple of extra things with those. And I saw on their website their straight razors retailed for, I think it was like $169, so you're looking to pay over $170 with any applicable taxes or postage, depending on where you reside. And thanks again to the company, I didn't have to pay for any of this. I'm happy that they liked my shaves of the day, which are on Instagram. I am on Instagram with the same name, Conversational Shaving, if you want to check that out. I may put a link to that in the description. I'll put a link to this company's website. I'm also on Twitter and Facebook. On Twitter, I believe it's conversational_shaving, and then just conversational shaving. I have a group called that on Facebook. Well, let me rinse the razor. Continuing to go against the grain on the face now. Because this is a hard soap, I lathered it in the bowl for about a minute. That's what I have read online is best to do with any hard shaving soap. Give it about a full minute lathering time. With other soaps, sometimes even with softer soaps, I've had to go longer than that. Excuse me. I did get a little weeper over here, but it's small. Well, it looks small anyway. I believe some cold water will more than likely take that away when I rinse later. No matter what kind of razor you may buy in the future, or razors, plural, in my opinion, if you haven't decided to buy a razor yet, get multiple opinions, which you can do online. And if a razor doesn't seem to do you well the first, second, or even third use, have just a little bit more patience, because it can take, in my opinion, again, it can take that long to get used to a razor. I'm going to flip the razor over for above the lip here against the grain. I need to take it particularly easy here because here's a place I can definitely get weepers. And I have a tendency to overshave. Right now, if I were going to say something to the company or the potential customer, while also trying to be nice, but yet also try to be fair and balanced, as far as I'm concerned to the company, this is not a terrible brush, but I think it may be your weakest link in this kit. And so I'm saying that to be honest. I'm not saying it to bite the hand that has just fed me, so to speak. It's not like going to Aunt Dorothy's house, having a beautiful, scrumptious dinner, and then telling Aunt Dorothy where to go and where to get off. But it did do its job lathering the soap, so I've had brushes that wouldn't even do that. Okay, well, I'm going to pop out, pop back in, I'm going to rinse the razor, and I'm going to re-lather just down here, and then it will be pickup time. Here's the crazy magical clock letting us know that, as promised, it's pickup time, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, crazy magical clock. Okay, and here I go, pickup time. Or touch-ups, if you prefer. There's what appears to be another piece of the hair from the brush. I'm just going to call it as I see it, but I didn't come in here with a chip on my shoulder, especially not since the fact that I was given just out of the blue by the company, who evidently trusts me and has some liking for what I do. They gave me a $100 kit for nothing, just wanting me to review it. Here's our good friend Mr. Towel to help me dry off. Ugh. Ooh. Oh yeah. Feeling good, feeling good. Soap is nice and slick. Mild, pleasant scent. To me it smells like it might be citrusy, almost grapefruit. And this is not a judgment call, this is just an idea about the scent's strength. I would only give it about a 1 out of 10 as far as the strength of scent. Now, how pleasant that scent is, that is up to the one doing the sniffing. Well, I started off camera. I prepped my face with the very handy Hollywood Beauty tea tree oil, available in certain dollar stores, often in the black ladies' hair section, but very good for scalp and face. And I just put it on my face, of course. My razor, part of the kit. I'll show you the box the kit came in too. Excuse me. Whoa. Yeah, getting dizzy. Getting too excited here. Oops. Just put that anywhere. Oh, just some of the ephemera from the kit fell out. This piece of foam and some cards, but I'll set those aside. I just want to show you with the lid on it what the box, a very nice gift box that the kit comes in, sort of a hard paper board. There you go, Naked Armor it says, with the open straight razor, I believe it is, picture on there, very nice. And the razor that came in there, this 3-piece, non-adjustable, the Naked Armor razor, sandalwood handle, some overhang to be aware of there, and in there on its first use was a Personna Lab Blue blade. Okay, I'll sit this down. I'll reach over here, I'll show you the brush. It just has the logo on it, but also sandalwood, I've been told, that is the kind of wood on this brush. The Naked Armor brush that comes with that kit, which I believe is, it feels like boar to me. It's a little scritchy, but good backbone. So that tells you something about that. The bowl I lathered in was this. It was the Captain's Choice copper shaving bowl. And the soap, here's what the soap itself looks like. And it comes in a nice little box within that kit. I've shaved some off of there with a grater just to help me have ease of lathering. There's other ways of lathering this, of course, but that's the way I tend to do with hard soaps like that. I'm going to add some Robert's Witch Hazel. It's actually Robert's Rose Water, which has witch hazel in it. I'm going to add that to my face right now. And just a little bit here. I've got to be careful because no restrictor on these bottles, although they're pretty bottles with a classic label. I think I will today just apply some of the very simple but very nice, very likable Barbasol Brisk aftershave. Not expensive, but I like the scent and I just like it overall. So get that going, a little on the wrists, behind the ears, way up behind there, on the temple, back of the neck. Yeah. And finally, one more thing here. The Nivea Men Original Post-Shave Balm, which I'm only able to find online and not in stores. Final thoughts on this shave and on this kit. For me, in a way, it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other. And what I mean is there are some things, there are minor complaints I have about this kit, but it's hard for me to complain because it was given to me free by the company to review. I can't scream and shout about it one way or the other. I can't say, you must now run and don't walk and get one of these. And on the other hand, I can't say, throw this piece of beep away. It kind of is what it is. It costs about $100 for this version, the safety razor version. I've definitely seen worse, and unfortunately I've also seen better. So that's, in my opinion, that is a very honest review for both the viewers and the company. And earlier I was more specific about what I thought was right and what I thought was wrong about this kit. Well, thank you all for watching, and thanks again to the Naked Armor Shave Company for trusting me to do this. And please come back, join me next week, and hopefully we'll have fun till our daddy takes our razors away. Peace.